Welcome back to my channel. This is Nikki of Nikki's Homemade Crafts. Today I'm going to teach you how to turn a PDF like this and print it out like this into a physical copy like this. I'm going to have spirals on mine, but there's many other options that you can pick. Now let's get started. I'm going to teach you how to do this in my vault. So if you've ever purchased one of my ebooks and you're logged in, you can do it from here. You can also click the two lines. It takes you to the main menu and you see all your products you ever purchased. So let's say you're logged in and you want to print out the Crochet Stitches Made Easy ebook. You click on it and then you click on the green button that says PDF right there. And once you're there, you're going to click in the download section one of those green links, which downloads the PDF, and you can see it went into my download folder on my computer. And now let me open it up in a Adobe Reader, which allows me to print it out very neatly. And I usually print it out in double-sided and I flip it on the long edge so that way I have two sides. So on both sides it's printed on, and then I print. You can also, of course, print in a range. So you can see up here, you will see that there is a all button or a range button. So let's say you only want to print a few pages out, then you can change it right there. But usually for an ebook, I click on all and then I print. Once it's all printed, I grab my cinch. I'll leave a link down below from Amazon so you can grab one for yourself. You're also going to need their binding wires, so make sure you grab those as well. Otherwise, you can't turn them into a spiral book. I used this color for my book. There are different types of colors. You also want to look through the binding to instructions because you need to know which peg you need to pull out for the size of paper that you have. So I'll show you that later. I also have the super clear letter size plastic covers. I'm going to need two of those in order to protect my papers. Now let's start with the clear plastic covers first. So make sure your ruler is all the way inward, so towards the right, and all your pegs are pushed in. So that way you have everything lined up properly. Now I'm pushing it back a little bit. Now grab your handle and push down hard because you have two plastic covers you're going through. Now you move your ruler all the way over to the left. You also push your now halfway punched plastic covers inward, also all the way to the left, but you need to also pull out a peg. So mine is letter size, which means I need to pull out peg number 10, so that way I don't have it cut off on the back there. And there's a little bit of a stopper right there, so nothing moves, so you push that down. And once it's pushed down, now it's time to push the handle down if everything is lined up, like so. And then you need to loosen up your little stopper there on the side again, so that way you can pull it out. And now everything is hole punched properly. Let's do this one more time with paper. You can do up to like 10 or maximum 15 at the same time. The ruler is in a proper location and all the pegs are pushed in. Now I just need to push down the handle so I can hole punch about half of it, but make sure all your papers are lined up so everything is clean and properly the same way. Now push down, make your holes. And now we need to adjust again the ruler. So push your ruler all the way to the left, then insert your papers again, don't move them, and then push the stopper down like before. And of course you make sure that your pegs are properly aligned and you pull out number 10 because you don't want the edge to get cut off. So that way everything is lined up properly and it's even. Now we just need to push down our handle and get it hole punched. And now you have to do this for all the other papers too, so that way we can put it together into spirals. So make sure you add your two covers on the top. Yes, both of them need to be on the top before you add it into your spiral. Now you have that little edge on the side there where you can hang your spiral, so go ahead and hang it there. But for my letter size, I have to cut off two of them to make sure it's the right size. Now you just hang it there properly and put all your papers into it. It's a nice little hanger to make sure everything stays in place. It makes it much easier to put your papers into it. And once they're all in, it's going to look like this, all nicely lined up in the spiral. So pull it out, and now we need to just cinch it down. So you're going to lay it there in between, and you're going to use the handle again. So that's like a squeezing device pretty much to push those spirals together into a circle. You're going to use that top little adjuster to make sure it's in the right position, and then you push it down and push it down in order to line it up and turn it into a circle. Then you take one of your covers and push it to the back so that the closer is in the back and everything is nice and neat. And now you're done. You made a physical copy of your PDF ebook. Now, of course, this also works for any other ebook or PDF. And of course, you can also use other equipment to turn your PDF or digital PDF or ebook into a physical copy that you can have in your hand with either spirals or an actual hard copy, or you can even go to FedEx or Office Depot to have them printed for you. Of course, there's many other options online that you can use as a service to print things out. But personally for me, I like to just print it out myself and add a spiral to it and make it really quickly, and within just 15 minutes, I turned my PDF into a physical copy. And remember, I also have a membership called the Crochet Club, where you can get over 400 ad-free patterns, plus lots of additional exclusive content and weekly new live videos that you get to vote on which ones I'm going to teach. Plus, we also meet on a monthly basis. So come join the Crochet Club if you want to have a fun, amazing community that supports each other, and you have first priority on what patterns or tutorials I'm going to teach you the next time. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and share this video. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the bell to get a notification next time I publish a new video or go live. But for now, go ahead and watch my next video. I'm sure you want to. See it right here.